Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Derek Plays Tonight. We're going to be playing some Pokemon Emerald. I failed to say that properly somehow. Already at a good start. Like, it's already an amazing start. Welcome in. So here we go. We're just going to start by checking out the team. I've decided to bring Ralts with us because why not? Let's just start by going off to this area and start training up the team. I'm going to get Whisper out and start by training her. Let's face off against all these trainers. First one up is youngster Deandry? Deandry? That doesn't sound like a real name. Let's get this Zigzagoon to be a Zigzagoon. Zigzag. Yeah, whatever. I failed again. Aaron. Found. Okay, Steel type is going to be a pain, isn't it? Let's just up our attack. We'll raise it a little bit. Oh god, it's going to be a slow process with Iron Defense being used every so often. Let's just higher it a bit more. He's just... Okay, let's just use Uproar. It's not going to work. And that's going to raise defense as well. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. No, this is going to be a slow fight against an Aron. There we go. I'll switch out to Mudkip. Because we need generally win this fight. Accuracy down. Let's use Water Gun. Oh, damn. God's sake. Oh, why? Water Gun. Aaron's down. Okay, Electike. Do 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 do. Boo 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 do 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 do. Okay, that's Electike out. There we go, level 22 for Sammy. Deandry. Okay, you just have a really weird name. Also, have I put the bike on? No, I haven't. Okay. Go! There is something that you should really think about when it comes to the bike. Maybe I should have the Acro Bike, because the Acro Bike is actually useful for traversal more than the Mach Bike. The Mach Bike is more for eggs than anything else. So I'm going to quickly go get myself the Acro Bike instead. I'm going to take the Acro Bike. Because the Acro Bike is significantly better. I wish in this generation we had both bikes in our bags. That's one thing that I thought was a very smart idea in Gen 6. To give you both bikes. That was a very smart idea. Doing like a special little side quest. Finding all the people to advertise the bikes to. Very smart idea. Rosalia. It'll probably have Poison Point. Let's use Howl. Poison Sting. Use Howl again. Howl again. I was already slower than it, so there's no real worry about the halving of my speed. Okay, now I can start using Pound. Almost killed it in one turn. Once we get Loudred, which is really good because that's going to happen in a second. I'm just going to quickly get that up. Okay. Whisper is now level 20. Do 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 do. Okay, Pound. I just realized there's actually something that I want to change on the there we go. There we go. Now, Pound. Just making sure that the cursor isn't shown when I'm going over that window. Almost there. Leech Seed, it's going for the full... The Aroma Lady is being a dick. Using my, like, amazing skills against... It's going to evolve while it's fainted. God damn. Damn it. Bellina. Use Headbutt. There we go. Sending out another Rosalia. Headbutt. It'd be nice if I had growth as well, but that's just not a thing that Shroomish learns for a long time. Okay, there we go. And Whismer is evolving. There we go. Ah, we did it! We've got our newest Pokemon to join the team. Let's check these. A heart skill, very nice. And there is something else around here. I know the few people around here are quite strong. Well, there's a lot of trainers on that area. So let's heal. I love the fact that I'll have a Mudkip for most of the game. It's just one of those things. I just love the fact that I'll have Sammy for most of the game. For now, let's give you the EXP share that I have. Because you will not be picking up anything useful for a while, so I'll give you the XP share. Because I need you to be higher level for you to get better items. So, let's see, who's going to be up front then? I guess Bellina needs to evolve next. Need to get up to level 25, so... let's go... Oh! James! Let's head down to the other area that I haven't finished all the fights in and get ourselves that mail that I forgot to get. First trainer! Let's clear this route. Bellina. Mega Drain. This will be an easy fight for Shroomish, so... Tentacle. Mega Drain. Do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. Level 23. Okay, let's keep going. Let's use Bullet Seed. Let's use Bullet Seed because it's probably going to do a lot more damage, I hope. It does some damage. If it did 5 in a row, it would have knocked it out. That's for sure. Oh, and did 2. It's doing more than Mega Drain. But Mega Drain is keeping Bellona alive. Okay. Welmer. A bulky Pokemon. This is a Pokemon that will definitely suit us more. Roll out. I've always loved Welmer and Wailord. They're always such good Pokemon. Level 13 for Bandit. Must learn Sand Attack. Not a good move. Welmer. I might know Bulk Up won't help special moves like Mega Drain. I need growth for that. Okay. Drat. Oh! It's 23? Wow. I didn't know that. Breloom has evolved. And that's another Pokemon. 39 out of 386. That is one of our main team members, and Mach Punch is its main move for the fighting type. Instead of Bullet Seed... Yeah, instead of Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed was always a temporary measure. Mach Punch. So, we have our newest member, Bellona, who is currently a serious nature, has high attack, low special attack, so it will be doing mostly attacking moves with the physical attacks. It will be using the Miracle Seed to boost that special attack a bit. Yeah. I will need to boost that special attack a bit, but the attack stat is pretty high. So let's switch the... No, we'll keep him up front. We need to get up to level 25. I'm going to stay with 25 as the main goal for this. Let's go this way. There is something that we have to do over here, and it's this person. This person is one of the many trainers we have to fight. Abra. And I think she becomes, she gets an Alakazam eventually. Mega Drain. Mega Drain. There we go. Abra's gone. Good. There we go. Is there an item here? Oh my god, I haven't even got the freaking website up. Okay. So let's just check this route. Spot those. Spot those. Okay. So, if I just go and get everything back up, let's go this way. This way, and now we're on the main route. This person is an actual fight? I didn't know that. These are all going to be ground type. These are going to be Pokemon that need ground types to fight. So let's give Mudkip some help here. Okay, Magnemite. Mudslap. Mudslap. Level 14 for Bandit. Okay. There we go. Abigail has been added to the Pokénav. You. Come here. This guy as well. Magnemite. Let's use Mudslap. That's another trainer down. Well, not fully down, but it will be soon down. Magnemite. There we go. Anthony has been defeated. Let's go down this way. This guy. Do 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 do. Okay, let's use Mudslap. It's just all going to be a Mudslap. It's a good place to train Sammy, so... Sammy has been doing very well here. Okay, this guy gives us a phone number. Okay. There we go. This guy doesn't do anything. He's just saying Ridley. Okay. This guy, this is a trainer. Oh my god. Right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. There we go. Level 15 for Bandit. Bandit's almost at the level where it'll evolve. Do 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 da do 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 do. There we go. Next trainer. This guy. Nice. It's all electric types on this bridge. Voltorb. Damn. Bide. Not a right move to use, but... Damn it. Probably going to use Shockwave or something. That's a critical hit. I love it if that was going to knock him out. Do 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 do. Magnemite. Like, Sammy is quite scary to Magnemite no matter what, so... it's fine. Water gun. We still have 2 more gyms to do. We can do 1 more gym today if we get to Norman. Which would be funny if we get to Norman. It also really opens up the region if you get to Norman pretty quickly. These Voltorbs are so amazing at level 6. Like, why are they so low leveled? Okay. There we go. Next trainer. Oh yeah, there's no trainers here. Okay. Next. We need to go this way, and we can go and clear out the route that I decided to ignore last time. This one. I didn't really go too far in here. In fact, I turned around. Aroma girl. Aroma lady. A girl. Sammy does not stand a chance here, so I'm going to quickly switch out to... Ignis. Ignis. Do 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 do. There we go. Rosalia. Do ba-do do do. Rosalia's down. Bandit's level 16, and I think that's an evolution for Bandit. No, it's not. I didn't know. Don't know. Okay, let's go around this way. Fight him. Guitarist Marcos. He has a level 15 Voltorb, which is quite highly leveled for the Voltorbs we've seen. Water gun. Plus, it's a plus speed stat as well. That's pretty nice. Okay, let's deal with you. Welcome in, eggs! Welcome in! Welcome into this disaster. We have some evolutions done. Breloom. Bellina is now a Breloom. Whisper is now a Loudred. And we've decided... I decided to put Ralts into the team because, well, we're going to slowly have to level that up too. So let's just cut this tree down and get this item. A PP up. Nice. And there's a Leppa Berry over there. Nice. Leppa Berry, and I think those are cherry berry trees. So let's grab those. Cherry berries, yep. Not our first cherry berries. I've got a few cherry berries in the bag. Hope you're doing well, eggs. Do 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 do. This item, specs. We're gonna sell that because I just don't really find the X items useful. I just find those items to be just boring. You're doing well. I'm doing well as well. I made some enchiladas today. They're delicious. Delicious. Let's sell the nugget and the guard specs. I'll keep the HP up for later. I'll keep the PP up. Let's see our current cherry berry. Yeah, we have plenty of cherry berries. Cherry berries are nice. Enchiladas, so yummy. Yeah, I just love them. You haven't had them in a long time, so... long time since you had them. Like, they're very easy to cook. That's the main reason why I went and bought them. I was like, let's buy a set. I need a harbor mail for the coin case. And if I get the coin case, I can try my hand at getting myself some special moves. This is gonna be a double battle. Do 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 do. Sailor Edmund and Tuber Haley. We're just going to clear out all the extra fights that I decided to ignore. Water Gun and Mega Drain. I really failed Sammy here. I should have brought him to the bloody... poor Sammy. Sammy's going to be taken out by the Marl. Oh my god. Sammy, you monster, you survived. Oh, I need to bring him to the Pokemon Center now. I'm so sorry, Sam. Held in there like a champ. He held in there like a champ. So let's get him to the piece. Let's get him some healing. Let's get him some healing. Ah. Do. If I can get Ice Beam on one of the team members, I think the best Pokemon to get Ice Beam would be Loudred. But also, I could use coverage on Mudkip. Let's just see the current loadout. Mudkip is always going to get the Earthquake TM. And Surf. Earthquake, Surf, Hydro Pump, an Ice Beam. But it's a physical attacker is the thing. Well, it is kind of a mixed as well. Ooh! Ooh, so much for 10 stream streak, my god, Eggs. 10 streams. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Let's go in here and do a few more battles. 10 streams, Jesus. Let's grab the item we get from him. Or do we get the item for battling all the trainers? Oh, battle all the trainers. We get some water as a result. I think it's a renewable resource. I don't know. 10 streams in a row, my god. My god. Water gun. I love the fact that that's not very effective. But it did most his HP. All the same. Sammy got a little bit of XP, and so did Bandit. Let's get Bandit out, and just get Bandit to do a little bit of training of her own. Wow, that is the worst type matchup possible. There we go. Bandit leveled up, level 17. He's trying to learn Odor Sleuth. That's not a good move. For Bandit specifically. It'll learn different moves to sort that out. Bandit, use Headbutt. Tentacle is down. Zigzagoon is a really good Pokemon. Never put down a Zigzagoon. It's always a great team member. I'm going to take off the... I think the Lucky Egg is on you? No, you have the Miracle Seed. That was a mistake. Miracle Seed. It's Whisper who has it. Okay. Let's give you the Silk Scarf for now. You can have the Silk Scarf, and let's put Bandit up front. Doo-doo. Well, I kept on dodging her, even though I was actually intentionally walking in front of her. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Goldeen! Okay, Goldeen, let's use a Headbutt and hope for the best. Like, we almost got it. Another level and it probably would have taken it out. Hope. Joanna is down. Okay, let's deal with you. Your plans is to keep the streak as long as you can. Your current streak is with Nana with 75. Oh my god. I don't know how long it's going to get. I don't know how high it's going to get, but you got really high with most of your streaks here. You've been to nearly every stream so far in the last few months. I'd say you're definitely at 75. I didn't know the streak system started. Stream streak started. 75. Oh my god. But it also was kind of funny because, like, I don't use the points in any stream, so I have so many of those points accumulated. So whenever somebody does like a points like poll and whoever wins gets all the points, I just toss all my points in, just so other people can get points to use. Because I usually have like over 2,000 or over 100,000. Because I just don't find them useful to me. Oh, we can buy soda pop now. Okay, I'll buy a few soda pops. Because I could use those. Those are pretty good healing items. Soda pops give 75 HP as far as I remember. So I'll keep a few of these for battles where I'm having trouble. Okay, there we go. The trainer over here. This kid? No, not that kid. This kid. Oh, you already defeated you. Okay. So, I think there's just one or two more trainers around here. I've already fought you. No, you don't fight. You? No, you're not. Okay, I've cleared out this area then. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. And this way. And let's fight the twins. Let's fight the twins and get their phone number. Amy and Liv. Plusle and Minun. Pretty strong Pokemon to have together. But they won't be alive for very long. Wow. The AI using Helping Hand together. Failing to use Plusle and Minun properly. There we go. Done. More money. More money. There we go. Pokénav number. This guy fights me, even though he's not marked out as a fight. Okay. Let's fight Magikarp. Headbutt. Oh, the reason why they don't freaking label him is because he's this awful freaking Magikarp guy, isn't he? No, he has a tentacle. Okay, that's fine. He's not the awful one. But still, he doesn't have great Pokemon. It's mainly the two Magikarps that I'm kind of annoyed with. There we go. 600. Altering Cave isn't open yet. Altering Cave, I think, opens after the post-game starts. This is a Poke-fan, I think. Yeah, it's Poke-fan. Let's use Headbutt. Use an Oranberry. This is also the place where you get a Moonstone, correct? No, the Moonstone's inside the Trick House. Yeah, the Moonstone's in the Trick House. I forgot about that. Because I always remember that there's a Skitty around here, but I forget that the Moonstone is inside the Trick House. Isn't that right? Am I right about that? All of the trick house labels are actually, like, I can see them visually. Okay. There's a moonstone around here somewhere. Magikarp Splash, nothing happened. Splash should have been given special effects. It's such a waste of a funny type move. In the Mystery Dungeon games, it does actually have attack stats. Like, if you have a Pokemon use Splash, they jump onto another Pokemon. They might jump onto the other Pokemon, and it does an average of 20 damage. But it also does 1 damage to the Pokemon that did Splash. But it randomly moves the Pokemon to a different tile, and it might do some damage. So, Mystery Dungeon games do really well in that respect, where they decide, okay, we'll do a silly mechanic, and we'll give the mechanic some logic to it. But then the main games don't do that. I'm not doing the Trick House yet because I want to do more than just 1 or 2 runs of the Trick House. Trick House is like it's a long just getting items, and we have no items that we really want from that. There's a few trainers on this area that I need to fight. There's an item around here. Okay, we've already got the item here. But there's a full heal around this trainer. Okay. Timmy and his Aron. Bandit. Rock Smash. You've forgotten about Trick House. The Trick House is a weird one. Like, I like the idea of the Trick House. I'm sad that it didn't really have much else. Like, they could have done more with it. But the Trick House is basically just, if you have the TMs, come here and do it. And there is no special version of the Surf TM. Like, I want to at least get up to the Surf TM before I actually do the Trick House. The Trick House is just a bit annoying. Like, isn't there anything? Yeah, there's only... Yeah, there's only a few things that are really worth doing in the Trick House. The final area and the few areas, you do get a rare candy each time you do it, so... But it'll be a while before I decide to do the Trick House. There's a lot of trainers in there, though. So, when we get to it, we'll do it. Why am I still using Rock Smash on this? Okay, almost there. I was planning on having the Gen 4 games start around this time. That was my plan, and then starting Expedition 33. That was my plan for this time period. But no, my save corrupted and I had to restart. My plan was to at least start the Battle Frontier and try and finish it. Linoon! Spinda is now her beautiful self. I could have made Banda into a baby of her previous iteration, but no. That would have been 2 babies of ex-team members. Too many. Okay, I've already got that item. Okay. I'm also going around gathering up the items I missed. Gulpin! I'm still trying to find the Pokemon I missed here. So Plusle, if I get Plusle, I'll take the Plusle. Pokemon Collector, he has a Lombre. Let's use Headbutt. Nature's Power is a very interesting move. You're sure the universe was like, "Here, Ray, have a plan schedule for your stream. Let's F it up." Yeah. To be honest, it's the best luck I've had in a long time, to be honest. Like, having something mess up like that, that's something small. When I like these games, I love these games. I was planning on doing that, and then for Halloween, I was going to play the Sly Cooper games. That was my plan. But this is completely throwing that out the window. I do plan on playing the Sly Cooper games in December. I've got the PS5 versions of them, so they'll look better and actually be playing the original versions, which don't have as many glitches in them. May I add, I also have the original versions now, so I can play all 3 versions of the Sly games. Because I love the Sly games. The only game in the Sly series I haven't played was Thieves in Time for the channel. I have played it originally. I just don't like the story of Thieves in Time. Paul Verde. So, I love those games. I love those games. So I will be playing the original games. And I think maybe if we get to December, we might play Thieves in Time. I just don't like the story in Thieves in Time that much. I do love the fact that they brought back the original voice cast. I love the fact that they had all those things. They changed Carmelita's voice again, because Carmelita's voice actress has always been inconsistent. Like, the way that Carmelita's voice is done in each game, it's changed. First game, it was a Latina voice actress. The next one, it was an American. Then, the third one, American Latino. And then, in Sly Cooper 4, they went full just Latina voice actress, as far as I remember. They changed it again. And it's noticeable changes. You can hear it every single time. First game, clearly it's someone with an extremely heavy accent. She's just got the most inconsistent voice actress. And every voice actress has done really well with that character. It's just... It's just like, she has constant, like, voice blindness. Like, she just constantly has a new voice actress every game. I'm guessing that the voice actresses just decided, you know what, I don't want to do this character anymore, and decided to hand it off to the next one, and hand it off to the next one, and hand it off to the next one. Like, the first 3 games came out one after the other. Like, those games had 5 years, no, 6 years, where they were coming out constantly. And they were significantly changed between each game. Like, Sly 3 was the final game in the series, and it was a lot more a Mission Impossible style game. So as a result, you are going through different missions. I just love Sly 3. It's executed extremely well. I've got Harbor Mail. Give me that coin case. I just love those games. I miss that they don't make them anymore, but, well, there are rumors that they are making one, but it's very unlikely to happen. So how much is the... Those are Torchic. You have TMs, don't you? Yeah, 1,500... 4,000 coins. How much per... So I can get 1,000 currently. I'm going to get 2 sets of 1,000. And we're going to do something that isn't in Pokemon anymore. We're going to try and, you know, I could just do that and hope. I wonder if it changes each time. Let's just see. No, it does. Okay. I think there is a method to the madness in this one. You... Oh my god, okay, thank god. Jackpot. Let's try Skitty. Oh my god, I got Skitty. Okay. Nah. So I'm gonna try and get this. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and see if I can do this. Okay. Let's try. Why not? Damn. Damn. So close. Welcome in. Are you winning? I'm not. Welcome in, Scholar. I'm not winning. Well, I'm safe, coming. I don't know how this really works, so let's just try this again. Well, you'd share your it's fine. I have an enchilada waiting for me after the stream. Let's try it again. Oh my god, I got it. Got it. Even though I am safe scumming. If I try this. This is just a stupid way of doing it. Okay, let's try it again. Because I want to see what happens once you get like a full line. That was so close. There is a method to this madness. Playing the roulettes in this game. Because they do go off. It's not like how the roulettes are. Okay. Oh my god, that is just so annoying. Okay. Now. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I have to wait for the... There. Let's try it there. No. There is something about this. So there it is. Let's try it there. Will it land in the one next to it? Yeah, there is a method here. There is a method here. Let's just see if this works. Yeah. Okay. So I need to get it here. No. Okay. So it needs to be past a certain point. So it needs to be here. Otherwise it'll be in the skitty point. No. Okay, I was a bit too far off there. So let's try it here. Damn it. This is going to be a slow process. Okay, we'll just wait for it to be a little bit higher then. Now. Oh, that was close. Okay. So I just need to wait for it to nearly do a full rotation. At least you get to listen to the music for a little bit longer. Now! No. God damn it. Okay. Now. It isn't gambling if we're doing this. Put a picture, Oh. Wait, did you... Oh. Have a look at that. Delish. Delicious. I've had those before. I've actually made those before. They're very nice. Let's try this again. Damn it! They're close. It's just so close. Like. Okay, we'll just wait a little bit. A bit higher. You're very nice. I've made them before. They're very nice. They're very nice. Try this. You're... Thank you very much. Damn it! Fuck you, Skitty! Oh. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, this time I'm just gonna aim for something that I know will come up. Yeah, let's try the bluish turquoise Skitty. For God's sake, if it came up as the freaking... Okay, let's just try the Skitty. You've got to be kidding me! Is it random each? I think it's... I should be aiming for the Skitty. There. It isn't random. The way that this is more of a game of skill. This is a game of skill versus a random... This is actually a game of skill, and I'm really shit at it. So... I should be aiming for the Skitty. So... Now. It's a game of skill, that explains it. Yeah, it's a game of skill, so as a result, I'm really shit at this. Okay, there. All of a sudden, it's going for why not? Damn it! Fucking Skitty! Let's try it again. Let's try that one. I just want to see how badly I could get. I just want to see how badly it could get. I should just aim for the thing again. You've got to be kidding me. Let's just try this again. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look this up. I'm actually gonna look... Of course I pick up a DS, not my fucking phone. Where's my phone? Oh, doesn't matter. I'll just look it up on, this. Okay. Okay. Day before mass, did he get 6 rounds? Oh god. Picking up a DS, you can play anything else? I could play anything else. I could just pick up a regular DS. I could do that. The funny thing is, I do have a DS capture card for when I do. Faster! Sorry. God damn it. And it's going to drop it in a random slot. Oh. Let's just play the roulettes. Okay. Don't worry. So... if I... okay. Let's just see if I can actually... do these. Okay. Let's just see. No. Nah. No, I'm terrible at rollout, so. Do 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 do. So we need to save up money and get 4,000 for ourselves to get Ice Beam. So that's going to take a while. Double Team, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt, and I think there's also TM13, which is Ice Beam. Wait, what? Oh, somebody gives us 20 coins as well in here. You? You give me an item, don't you? This girl gives us an item. Yeah, she gave me a Mudkip. So we have a Mudkip doll. We do need to get the different dolls eventually. I wish those were actual drink machines. Yeah, we have so many of these. So yeah, the roulette machines, I'm not going to do them. I don't want to go through this stress anymore. Let's just continue our journey. Let's go. There's a few more trainers we need to face. Trainer Hill. For anyone who has never experienced Trainer Hill is annoying. But the best choice to do Trainer Hill actually comes up with comes up at what section? It's in Pokemon Leaf Green, and it's a Electrode who has the specific thing where it's a trade Pokemon, and it starts at level 3. So it's one of the best Pokemon to do that whole run with. You start with an Electrode and go the whole way up. Yeah. Do 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 do. Okay, head this way. Your favorite kind of Pokemon. It's a Sandshrew! Headbutt. I still have a load of trainers to fight in another area. And we also have to... Yeah. We still have to also fight the battle house as well. The house where a load of trainers live. That's going to be an interesting time once we get to that. But I think I'm going to move on to the next area. I'll fight these trainers. You love that Sandshrew has given us the middle finger in that part. Really? I didn't notice that. Oh yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it does for like one brief second. It doesn't do it for the whole time. I'll have to have a look at that. Let's actually look for Sandshrew on the Pokedex. Shimmer, Slackoth, Abra. There we go, Sandshrew. Oh, it really is, yeah, it is. I didn't notice that. Sandshrew is one of those Pokemon you just don't realize is a bit of an arsehole. He just loves giving the middle finger to people. That did make me smile. Oh, God. There we go. Picnicker Bianca has been defeated. Let's go this way. Do I want to fight the bloody battle family? The Winstrad house? Oof, I don't want to. So, we can also get ourselves a Geodude. If we run into a Geodude here, that means we have another Pokemon off the list. But we didn't run into it that time. You? We could fight the bloody... We could fight these two. Let's see. Do we have any training Pokemon that I want to do? Bandit needs more levels before I have. Gabby and Ty. These two make quite a, these two are quite important in the manga. Gabby and Ty, yeah. These two are quite important in the manga, and in... doesn't really show up any other points, but, like, these are quite important for, like, lore reasons. They're lore Pokemon, the trainers. They're also quite good for training up your Pokemon, too. Do 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 do. Ah. Elena hit the bloody Whismur. These two are very good Pokemon for training. If you want like good trainers to train off of in late game, they give us the they don't give us a phone number, but they change locations throughout the region, and you fight them constantly. So once you get to Fortree City, they start going back to the same locations. So once they get to Fortree City, they come back to this spot, and then they move on to the next spot, and then move on to the next spot, and then move on to the next spot. So if you want a good grinding spot along with really good like method of getting more money, these two are a good way of doing that. I'm not going to give them any anything to talk about. I just don't want to do it. Just don't want to do it. Picnicker Irene. Okay. Do do do. Do do do. Level 24. Marl. Let's use Headbutt. You like beating them and telling them they're pathetic. It was really cathartic. I love the fact that you called them pathetic, but it's also the factor that you had that broadcast throughout the region. Welcome in, level up tomorrow, dear. Welcome in, hope you're doing well. Wow. I hope you're doing well, dear. How's everything with you? We are playing this game and trying to get all the Pokemon in the region. We are currently... Wait, where's the... Yeah, we got 39! You're doing fine, just doing some Pokemon Emerald challenges. I hope your challenge is going well. I am doing this for like the 9... This is my second time doing this after a massive save corruption that happened in Pokemon XD. And I lost my team in Emerald, I lost my team in XD, I lost my team in Colosseum, I lost my team in Pokemon Leaf Green, so my plan is to play all those games again because that was a big save corruption. And I'm planning on making sure that I cannot save corrupt again. Making multiple copies of the save. It is going well. You've got 6 patches so far. Ooh, so you are just about to fight Tate and Liza. Oof. It's a long way off. I have a lot of trainers to fight in this region. I'm thankful that the fiery path is over. Don't need to find another Grimer. Grimer was a pain to get. Bandit. Headbutt. Rock Smash. Do 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 do. And the Combusken that is in the team, that's a shiny. That shiny is technically a baby of one of the Pokemon I had in a previous save. So it's basically just... It's one of the old Pokemon's babies. And it's a factor that it came out as a shiny is amazing. I just love the fact it came out as a shiny. Because I wasn't planning, I just wanted to put Torchic. I wasn't even planning on using Torchic, but it came out as a shiny. So, we have a shiny Torchic for this run. So, we'll stick with Bandit. Rock Smash. Defense Foul. Defense Curl. If you're wondering, you're doing a normal monotype. Your goal is to complete every monotype in the game. So far you finished Bug, Steel, Dragon, Fairy, Ghost Dragon, and as you said earlier, you're doing Normal. Normal isn't too bad. Dragon would be pretty difficult, but you can also start the game. You can change the starters. So that isn't too bad. Like, the Ghost type I would find difficult, but you can easily add in Shuppet and that, but you're waiting so long for certain Pokemon. Psychic isn't too bad. Because you have Ralts early on. Abra. And if you can evolve Kadabra, you have quite quite the setup. Potential. Nothing! If I run into a Grimer in here, I am actually going to find it hilarious. Also, I do need to catch this coughing because I need to evolve wheezing as well. Yeah, you change it to starters. So far, you have the hardest one is ice. You only have Sneasel for 5 gems, and then you have to fight Winona with Sneasel. Cast form and cast. Oh yeah, cast form. The ice type hail cast form. Because the only ice types in Hoenn are cast form, Spheal, Snorunt, and Regice. I would hate to deal with the fact that you have to use the Regis. Because the Regis are awful. The Regis are truly awful. Not awful, like, trying to capture them. Like, trying to capture them is a pain in the backside. Yes, Regis are the worst legendaries in the game. They are a pain in the arse to catch. The way you get them is not worth the reward. Yeah, it really isn't. They are good Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. It's just... there's a lot of other Pokemon you could choose besides a Reggie. And I am dreading going back to capture those 3 idiots. Again. I'm dreading that. I'm tempted to gather the few Master Balls I have collected in the previous save files, specifically for that bloody set of Regis. I hate them so much. I'm fine with the other legendaries. The Regis are just so annoying to catch. And because it was a save corruption, I am just adding those save files to the pile. So as a result, I am using them. Whatever I've left over in those save files, I'm sending over to this save file. So that I can make my time easier. Which will also leak over to the Leaf Green run. Sadly, the Coliseum and XD runs will be separate, because you can't trade to those ones. But at least I can save my Pokemon Leaf Green and my Fire Red. My Leaf Green one will be a lot easier. Pokemon Coliseum will be the pain. Dude, for the Steel, Ice, and Rock, you have to catch 2 different water types, but then put them in your team, which has to go in front of your team. Oh god, yeah. It's so annoying. Like, Wailord is the hard part. Well, no, the Wailord isn't the hard part. It's finding that bloody Relicanth. Relicanth takes forever to catch. And it's the only... like, it is a really hard catch, and it's also so obscure in where its location is. It gives one other Pokemon a run for its money, and that is Feebas. But at least with Feebas, it doesn't change locations in this game. It's going to be a joy to try and catch a Feebas in Gen 4. How long is it going to take me to catch Feebas in Gen 4? Oh god. It's going to be a joy to catch Feebas in Gen 4. Wilmer is findable quite easily, but Relicanth is a pain, yeah. The only one of the area it's available is a dive, which is slower than surfing and a worse encounter. Oh, I know. It took me forever to catch one. Feebas has a 50% spawn rate, yeah. it's not too bad, and plus it's on specific tiles as well. On specific tiles. Like, at least it's not as bad as Gen 4's one, where Feebas only spawns on 4 tiles in Mount Coronet. 4 tiles! 4 tiles, and it changes every day. Every day. It's like, let's make Feebas worse. Somehow. You don't know what Hoenn smoked and thinking about how to encounter in Gen 3. They wanted to be a bit odd. Game Freak sucked. Well, Game Freak has always been a bit odd. It's always been a bit odd. Wilmer! What a cutie. I love Wilmer. Wilmer is one of those Pokemon that you just can't hate. You cannot hate Wilmer, because he just looks so adorable. And in the 3D games, he's hilariously shaped and just huge. My favorite variant is Wailord just being giant in the 3D games. In Gen 3 Wailord is a sight to see. It's my favorite Pokemon to just see in Pokemon Battle in Gen 3. It's always just a massive thing. That's not just odd. It's entirely mad. 6 tiles in Gen 3. Order, which is basically half the map, and 4 tiles that change every day in Gen 4. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they decide to change that to be smaller amount. Okay, we'll give you only 4 tiles, and it changes every day. But the one good thing with the Gen 4 thing is that you can synchronize your clocks with other saves. So basically, you could have 3 DSs lined up, going through each of the tiles. You could have 2 DSs going at the same time. Another strategy to get us to buy more bloody games. Just small inconveniences. Let's get healed. Oh my god. I just love how Gen 4 is. Let's watch the TV. First thing is to evolve. You need to feed it Pokeblocks. Feeding it too many. Yeah, that's the other thing. And it might not evolve either. Oh, this is just me giving the name Sammy. Nice. Sammy. Nice. Sammy the Mudkip. He's such a good boy. Let's go here. Oh, this is the Oranberries. Those are Oranberries. I can't wait to get some citrus berries. Those aren't citrus berries, are they? Oh no, raspberries. Can't wait to get myself some citrus berries. I will be growing them forever. Oh, Oranberry. We could just ignore this trainer. But equally, we're going into a new route, so... let's just switch it around. Let's get Bandit up another few levels. So Bandit has a lucky egg on her. So I want to get Bandit up to... recent evolution thing, well, you won't get Feebas for your water type, monotype. Unfortunately, it also means no Milotic, unless you're allowed to replace Mudkip with it. Oh god. There is a lot of problems with that. I would just keep the Mudkip, because Mudkip is really good. Mudkip is really good if you can get Hydro Pump. That's why there's still a Mudkip on my team. We're going to level 42 with that Mudkip team. Oh. That Mudkip is going to go all the way. All the way. Brook has been defeated. Mudkip is insanely good. It can learn most of the, but not all of the TMs required to beat the game. Yeah. And also, Zigzagoon is also here as well. Like, Zigzagoon is a great Pokemon too. Okay, we're on a new route. The Pokemon I need to find here are Spinda and Skarmory. into the ash clouds. Slugma? I don't need you. Yes, Linoon, a HM save for every playthrough. You always have one unless your Pokemon already have Surf. I just love Linoon as a Pokemon. Spinda, one of the potential future one of the future Pokemon I need to raise up again. I'm sad I lost that shiny Spinda. I might have it saved. I might have it saved. I still need to look through my old saves. I might still have my Spinda. I might still have her. Ether, that's selling item. Rest in Pepperoni, shiny Spinda. Oh my god, I got the Skarmory! I realised I got the Skarmory! I didn't realise the Skarmory had shown up. Oh. Oh. I got the Skarmory. Skarmory, 1%. I'm going to tell you one thing. I didn't run into the Spinda. Skarmory showed up and someone was like, said something like shiny Spinda. Sounds rad. I had a shiny Spinda. I had a shiny Spinda and a Slacking set up. And that was my whole thing with those Pokemon. It was to get own tempo on Slacking so that I couldn't be confused. Hold up, you'll go check the text entries. I have a whole thing up, but I remember this was a 1% run into. This was one of the ones that took me forever. Spinda is a really good Pokemon for specific things like specific runs. Like, this is a very rare run into. I'm hoping for the Stun Spore to go off. I'll use Mega Drain, because that won't do much damage. I'm not going to use save states in this specific encounter. I'm happy to do it in a silly encounter. I won't do it in an actual encounter. An encounter that is pissing me off, I'll use save states all the time. Damn it. Do. No. No! Okay. We're in the yellow. Should I go for another hit? Sure. One more hit. No. Throw a Pokeball. Come on. Stay in the ball. The factor that we got the Skarmory to show up. Also, I went too high with the catch because I might not catch this bloody Skarmory. The thing is that I don't need to catch the Skarmory, but the factor that I caught the Skarmory is going to be funny. Because I waited until Colosseum to mark Skarmory off. Originally. I don't actually have to catch Skarmory. I can wait until Pokemon Colosseum, but equally it's funny that I caught it early. That's what I'm treating most of the Pokemon Colosseum and XD like Pokemon that I will be going after later. That's what I'm treating them as. Because otherwise I'm just going to be playing those games and only taking out 2 Pokemon out of the game. How much damage does this cut do? Cut? Okay, that was close. Okay. Throw a Premier Ball at it. Okay. The good thing is that once we get to the Skarmory, it's basically an easy catch. So you gathered a few things. The Pokedex entries, humans used its feathers as knives. When the feathers are damaged, they grow back. It's very territorial in Sword and Shield. They fight Corviknight over the land, and it builds bramble bushes. It builds itself in bramble bushes, which makes sense. Bramble bushes are a pain in the arse as well. I've dealt with them all my life. They do leave scars. They do leave scars. I still have one from like a few years ago. Oh my god, I'm almost out of Pokeball. Only have 40 of them left. Please, Skarmory, please. Finally, thank god. Another route down. The thorns of bramble bushes cause chicks to be to be scratched, and they grow their wings. Oh, that's actually a very smart idea. That's actually a very smart idea for a creature like that. But also the factor that I do like design features like that. It's very rare that Pokemon does that anymore. Okay, we've done that. I haven't went that way. I'm just going to mark this route as complete when it comes to the Pokemon. I will be coming back here to try and capture myself a Spinda. That is shiny. It's going to take forever again. If there was a shiny Spinda here, I would keep it and hug it and love it forever. This is the one Pokemon you could get a shiny very easily of in this game, next to Whisper. Whisper is the other Pokemon that's easy to get a shiny of in this game. It'll just take forever. It's just if you can get the pattern that you like of the Spinda. I just love how Spinda, like, it's such an interesting calculation of how the dots are laid out on a Spinda's face. I just love that calculation. So that just means that Spinda has an infinite amount of, well, not an infinite, it has the most amount of possible orientations of a special version of it. It's just one of those Pokemon that I really like the idea of. Next is this guy who gives us the the soot pouch. The soot stack. Once you gather up enough volcanic ash, he gives you items for it. So he'll give us stuff for that. It can be fashioned into glass. Do 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 do. So a Spinda, for a team member, needs to be quite defensive. If you're going to make a Spinda for the slacking setup that I'm thinking of, you should make sure that the Spinda is fast and also extremely defensive. Let's see. Let's just go into our bag. Sell a few items. The repels, they're not really useful in my specific playthrough. Ether, that's just selling fodder in this. What else is selling fodder in here? I think the Rock Tomb TM is kind of a selling fodder item. But for now, I'm going to keep it. Let's see. Yeah, let's get 30 of these. Do 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 do. Let's talk to you. And also get Lynette to do her job. Let's get Lynette to do her job. Off she goes. The battle tent. I'm not going to do the Fall Arbor tent. And there is a nugget there, but I think this person gives us... they give us a special TM. What did they give us? Return! Oh, if we bring the meteorite to them. Found the nugget. I think this is the Heartscale house? Yeah, move tutor. I didn't actually go in here before. Yeah, let's just see what we can teach. We do have Ignis Avis. Okay, nothing. Sammy can't learn anything. Let's try Band Up. Nothing. Maybe Bellina? Do 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 do. Nothing. Let's see what's in here. Oliver. May the greatest teams gather. Okay, knockout battle. I forget what this one is. Let's just see. We can take in Ignis Avis, Bellina, and Whisper. Let's just see what we can do here. It's a knockout battle, so this is probably tournament style. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Gerardo. Okay, flamethrower. Flamethrower again. Do 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 do. Oh, this is a battle. Okay. Pelipper. Sword Stance. Let's get Sword Stanced up a little bit. Double team again. Damn it. They really are just going for the double team spamming. Okay. Okay. So it was just treated as a draw. Okay, here we go. Mega Drain. Do 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 do. Damn it. Wow. Okay, how? Da da da. Okay, found. Oh, God's sake. Just boosting my stats. I shouldn't have done that 3 times. Yeah, I lost. Okay. Do 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 do. Let's go this way. I'll try and fight all the battle tents on stream because they're a bit interesting. They're a small bit interesting. This guy I think gives you an item if you go visit him. Yeah, you get dig as far as I remember. Also, it doesn't actually show you... Oh, it does. It does show you that. The underpass, the desert underpass. There's so many of these interactive maps that don't actually show you the desert underpass because it's just such a remote location. This guy gives you an item too. He gives you roar. Okay. Send him this way. So we have access to 2 new Pokemon as far as I know. The 2 new Pokemon are... No, there's 3 new Pokemon. 4 new Pokemon, actually. Seviper, Nuzleaf, and Lombre. We need to catch 2 Lombres. If we can, 1 Nuzleaf and Seviper. Lotad is not going to work for us, so... You do not get treated the same. So I think this is where... Yeah, there's prism berries here. You give us an item, don't you? Thank you for the Lotad doll. I'll try and get all of the different dolls in this game as well. Lotad! 1 level and it would be the right level. Lombre! Newest Pokemon to be added to the roster. It's not too bad because Lombre is one of those Pokemon that I have to catch twice. So I can have Ludicolo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Damn it! Damn it. Trying to make some progress in this route is just a joy. So once we have all the Pokemon here... There we go. Lombre's been caught. That is another Pokemon down. We have 42 actually. 42 Pokemon. Caught. Then after this we have... Oh, we have so many more. Swablu! Another Pokemon that we have to capture. The good thing is that I don't need to actually train a Swablu. Swablu is a fun idea of a Pokemon. Very poorly executed. So I just need to catch 1 Swablu. Never need to catch another. Swablu can go to hell. Lombre! Lombre. Let's use a Great Ball. God damn it. Astonish. It's absolutely astonishing. There we go. That's going to be a Ludicolo or a stay as a Lombre forever. That'll be the Ludicolo. Forgot about the Swablu. We still need to capture one more Pokemon here, and that's Seviper. Seviper is one of those Pokemon that I don't really mind capturing now. Swablu! I love the idea of Swablu. It's just not very good. Swablu is a Pokemon that you keep as a pet. It's a Pokemon you keep as a pet. It's also a Pokemon that should have been given to May in the anime. It's one of those things that they should have given to May. May had a team that was lacking until they went to Kanto and they gave her 3 extra Pokemon then. They give Ash all the Pokemon from Hoenn, and then May, she just gets three Pokemon in Kanto because they suit her. But like, Swablu would have been a great addition. I know they already had Skitty, but they didn't really have any flying type besides the bloody Beautifly for her. For so long. And she almost did catch a Swablu. She almost did. They just decided, no, we're not going to give it to her. We're just going to release it. Let it go into the wild. There we go. Lombre's down. Nancy has been defeated. Oh no! Let's go here and grab berries. I need to go back and do a load of berry farming. Once we get to a point, I'm going to start berry farming, which is going to be a pain in the arse to do because of freaking... because of that bloody thing. What was her team anyway? Torchic, Beautifly, and something else. It was Skitty. Skitty and I think the other Pokemon... She had another Pokemon which was Munchlax. She got Munchlax, which is probably one of the best Pokemon to add. I will always love a person who has a Munchlax. And she kept it as a Munchlax. She never evolved it. Because Munchlax suits her. Also, she's a contest trainer. She doesn't really need a Snorlax. She also caught a Bulbasaur as well. That was the other Pokemon. She caught Bulbasaur in Kanto, and then in... once she went to... she caught it in Hoenn, not Kanto. In Hoenn, she caught Bulbasaur... Bulbasaur, she had Torchic as the starter... Skitty, Beautifly, and Munchlax. And then in Kanto, she got a Squirtle and an Eevee. I think that was it then. At that point, she had... that was it. That's all she got. Like, it's better than what Dawn got. Dawn got a lot more Pokemon because she was a shared protagonist with Ash. The way that they did after May was a pioneer in the way that they did the second protagonist setup, where they had a second protagonist and not just one, being Ash. Making May a second protagonist was a great idea, but they failed her and they made Dawn better. Dawn did a better job. And also, she was kind of like a sister to Ash. The way she acted throughout the series. If you want a good, like, sibling rivalry sort of relationship for the Pokemon anime, That's Ash and Dawn. Those two, they nearly kill each other, like several times in the first few episodes of them being together. And Brock just breaks them up several times. And then you have May and Max. May is a prick to Max a lot of the time, but she is a good big sister. While Max is just a prick. I think we'll be ending soon. I also caught this Viper. Like, why didn't I add that in? I'm pretty sure I added it in. Yeah. So I just need to check with the save. 45. Okay. So 45. One more. It looks like it turns into a Glaceon. Yeah. The Glaceon was when she came back for the Wallace Cup. She went to the snowy regions on her own and then met with Ash and the team for the Wallace Cup. Which is a great idea. They kept going, and I love the fact that May kept going as a trainer. Sadly, she never came back because the Japanese voice actress had passed away, so they decided not to bring her back because in Japan they don't do like have those characters return. Did show up physically, but not voice-wise. They didn't want to recast her, and that's fine. It's sad that she's the only member of Ash's previous like traveling companions that didn't return. I think her, Max, and Bonnie were the only ones who didn't return. Of course, Silent came back, which is the worst companion out of all of them. I didn't like Silent. Silent was just a weaker version of Brock. He was a weaker version of Brock. Brock was always going to be the one that you just missed when he left. Pokemon Black and White could have been good if they had that one section where we're going to basically flatten Castelia City in an episode. Because they were supposed to do the Tornadus, Landorus, and Thundurus thing early on. That's why Team Rocket doesn't show up. They had to do that after the league was done because there was a tsunami that hit Japan. So they had to cut that and move it to a later part in the series. So Team Rocket couldn't come back into the series until that whole thing was over with. So as a result, we don't have Pokemon like Amoonguss and Yawmask, and Cofagrigus being in James's team, because I could imagine James getting slammed inside a coffin as part of the joke. I could imagine them bringing back the joke of him getting constantly attacked by his Pokemon as a hug. The last time they did that was with Carnivine. And Carnivine was probably his most, beloved Pokemon, because that was technically a childhood Pokemon he had. When they arrive in Sinnoh, they manage to find a Carnivine in a box. He just left a Carnivine behind. I love the fact that Pokeballs are technically a term of stasis. Like, they just put the Pokemon into stasis and they can be left in there for a long period. But there is a charge to a Pokeball because that's confirmed in Pokemon and Pokepedia, where eventually the Pokeballs will not have enough charge to keep the Pokemon inside, so it will eventually release the Pokemon if nobody has been near the Pokemon for a long period of time. Which is how they protect every Pokemon on the planet when it got really wacky. He has a really long, like, sightline. This guy has the longest sightline in Pokemon. No, there's a lot of trainers that have really long sightlines. He's just one of those. One of those many trainers. Once we get Bandit up to level 30, we have a new item pool that Bandit will be taking from, which is, it includes a lot more the chance to get rare candies. No, I think rare candies show up for the first time on the list. Okay, let's use Headbutt. Paralyzed. God damn it. Okay. Does Bandit still have pickup? You thought it lost it after... No, Bandit has it for the rest of its life. Meowth is the one that loses it after evolving. It gets... I think it gets Pressure? No, it gets Technician when it evolves. It gets Technician, which is a good ability, just... It's better on other Pokemon. Like, Apom. Apom does a very good job with Technician. Okay, let's grab the items that are here. I didn't get the Geodude, did I? Did I? I didn't. It's fine. Let's get the last few Pokemon that we're going to get from here. Get a full heal. Pretty sure. Oh, Zubat! It's almost at the point where it should be able to evolve. But we're not going to train a Zubat. I just don't see the point. There is a Moonstone around here, isn't there? You need to look at the map. Okay. No, it's not around here. I thought it was around here. Do 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 do. Okay. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Team Aqua versus Team Magma. Ba 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 ba. Let's go down here, talk to him. Professor Cosmo. Okay. So, we need to get Lunatone here. Of course, I could just ignore Lunatone. Or, not Lunatone, Solrock. I could just ignore Solrock because I can get that in Pokemon XD. It's one of those Pokemon which I could just ignore. There is one Pokemon in this area that I have to get, and it's not for ages. So I'm actually going to ignore the soul rock. There is a better place to capture it. So let's go down here, and there's definitely items on the ground around here. Is it here? No, that's up further. Okay. So there is a guy here who has a black belt. He has black belts. He gives us a black belt eventually. The chop. He also becomes a trainer where we can do a bunch of fighting with. Okay, Black Belt Knob has been defeated. He's going to get the rematch. Do you have the black belt on you right now? No. Okay. Let's break this. There is a great ball sitting right here. And let's go down and grab this item too. Luckberries. These are the beauty ones as far as I remember. So we'll keep these. And I will fight them later when I come back to do more training. There is a few items there, but we'll have easy access to that area soon. So let's go over this way. And next time, well, before we do that, talk to him. But pretty much next time, yeah, repeat ball. But next time we will be doing more training. I'm just going to see if I can get that bloody Volby. Let's do the Rock Smash event here. Every encounter is a chance for a shiny. Every encounter. Also Pokeross. Also, if we get a shiny Whismur, I am keeping it on the team. It will also be called Whisper. You shatter the rock. Thank you for HMO4. Strength! HMO4 is quite a good TM for a normal type to have, so I am teaching that immediately to Bandit. Sadly, Bandit will now have 3 of its moves taken up by this specific. It's slowly but surely becoming a HM slave. Okay. Grab this. It's a max ether. Okay. I'm going to quickly break the other rock, because these are one of the few times where rocks become permanently broken. Now, let's get ourselves this fight done. Let's fight Geodude and defeat him quickly. Mega Drain. There we go. Okay, Geodude. If Drain Punch was in this generation, I would give it to Breloom. Bellina. I would give Bellina the Drain Punch TM if it was in this gen. I think it is in this gen. And I think it is learnt later. I think. I really do think. Hey, Machop is down. Hiker Mike has been defeated. Right, so we can go right out here and try to get that bloody Volbeat. As I said before, it's more likely to give me the shiny before it gives me the Volbeat. You can fight this one. For sake. Oddish! Just one more try. Oddish. Oddish. We're gonna try one more. No. It's not gonna show up. It's not gonna show up. No, I'm not throwing a Pokeball at it. I'm just gonna run away and run over to the other grass. Just do one encounter here, and if it doesn't show up... It's the wrong one! Ah! It's just... Like, I wish Volbeat and Elomise were the same Pokemon, just like their names change based on the gender. But no, they made them two different Pokemon and they're crap. I'd love if the freaking Poochyena would come up as a shiny once. Just to top it all off. Headbutt. There we go. Level 25. Look at those stat increases. Those are some big stat increases. Wait, does my Pokemon actually have Pokéros? Or is that just average? That'd be quite funny if one of my Pokemon actually has Pokéros. Let's just heal. It's very likely in a run like this, where I'm trying to capture every Pokemon. Nope, just doesn't have it. It's just... I was seeing if Breloom had it, but eh. So we're going to end it here for tonight. Thank you all for watching this complete just mess. I'm going to send you off to one of the raid targets. Who is the raid? Who will I raid? Need to refresh this. I currently have the choice between 3 people. I'm going to send... No, 4 people. I'm going to send you over to... 3 people. I'm going to send you over to... I'm just going to see if level up was actually playing on streaming. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to send you over to Nana because Nana is a good friend. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. I will be playing some more Pokemon next time I come stream. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. Might be tomorrow, might be the next day, might be the next day. I don't think it'll be during the weekend because I'm working a lot on the weekends. So I will see you all next time. Bye guys!